Hello, I forgot to check the mic. Okay, mic is fine. Also, I should post on Instagram. Oh. What's up, Lou? I'm here. I even managed to put makeup on today. Just trying to, like, do a thing on Instagram really quick. Okay, got it, bro. Jesus. Okay. I don't cosplay anymore. You say that every time, but I don't cosplay anymore. It's actually like really annoying that you keep bringing that up. What's up, Turtle in Training? Hey, Cook. Good to see you. Also, let me fix the settings in here really fast. Man, I still did not fucking post that video that I said that I was gonna post. Live chat replay, anyone, no live reactions. Okay, cool. Seems good. Seems good. Everything seems good. Seems nice. Seems good. You know, I thought about maybe next time I will turn the camera and walk while we chat, because I just should probably be doing that. I should probably be doing that, and I don't do that. And I do have this stepper thing, but for some reason, sometimes it'd be hurting my knees. I'm not sure why. I feel like it's pretty low impact, but yesterday I got on it and it really hurt my knee really bad. But maybe my knees are just fucked anyways. I don't think I set the camera. If you're in a meeting where you don't need to talk, you just jump on the treadmill. My office is all the way upstairs. Usually, I'm not in that many meetings, to be honest, which is kind of nice, I guess. No, it was totally fine. Yesterday was a push day for me. My knee was totally fine. And I was like, you know what? I'm just standing around. So, I mean, I haven't really talked about it too much, but basically, one of Joey's close friends started working out with us. And then his friend's son also started working out with us. Like, they're basically complete beginners. So we are training them and stuff. So I was just hanging around. I finished what I was doing and I was just hanging around. I was like, well, I might as well just step. And I got on the stepper and I just started getting pain in my knee for some reason. So, hey, what's up, Savar? Good morning. Yeah, but now it seems fine. I don't know what the deal was. It was really weird. I should introduce myself. Thank you for being here. My name is Chris, aka Terrible Hime. I'm a fitness enthusiast, doing things and stuff on YouTube sometimes. Right now, I am in a fat loss phase of my fitness journey. I used to be a certified personal trainer, but my certification has lapsed. I love helping other people with their fitness journey, so feel free to drop any questions in the chat or in the comments if you're watching this video after the fact. I try to have a space that's as inclusive and judgment-free as possible. I like to think that I'm relatively knowledgeable, but sometimes I don't do such a good job of explaining myself. So I hope you'll forgive me. And if you like the video, like the video. If you dislike the video, dislike the video. If you haven't subscribed already and you like my content, you can hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. And yeah, thanks for being here. Welcome in. Hey, Zezel. Yeah, it was really weird and random that it was hurting. I really haven't had that many knee issues lately. So it kind of came out of nowhere. But yeah, it seems to be okay now. Hey, what's up, Mr. Oddity? Welcome in. Yeah. I didn't have anything specific to talk about. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask, of course. Otherwise, I might just ramble about what's going on in my life. You got your weight vest, Turtle in Training. Have you been using it? Have you noticed a difference if you have been using it? Has been helping? This week, hey Knight, in Discord you replied to the thing about the leg press and said lower your feet on the foot part or something. Put something on it. What do you mean put something on it? You vote for rambling? Okay, so you know, I have a leg press machine. It's not a plate loaded leg press machine, but I think that maybe you could do something similar. So I have these like steppers. You know, if you're going to a commercial gym, maybe they have something similar, or maybe if you work out at home, you can get something like this. But for me to make my leg press machine the most effective, I basically, I don't know if you can really see. I basically take this and I put it in a way that it feels sturdy. You can see it's down here. This is where the foot thing is, but I put it closer to me so that when I put my feet on it and I do my leg press, my knees in the starting position are very close to my chest. Oh, I got big dust on my legs. And that creates a better range of motion for me. So I know you can't see it because of the angles, but oh God, almost died. Basically, when I'm doing it, my starting position is like, it's like down here for me. And that helps me make the most of the range of motion. But, you know, it would be nice to just put something on the back of my machine, but there's not enough seat room for me. Hey, Corsair. Hey, Anna. Yeah, Toadie's back. Oh, we should give him a treat. So, you know, if your leg press machine is something that you kind of sit back into, has a big pad, I would probably recommend getting like, just like a really huge foam yoga block or cork yoga block and putting it behind your back. That's definitely way more stable. But if you don't have that option and you have access to those kind of steppers, you can use the stepper. Of course, this is assuming that you made as many adjustments as possible with the actual machine. Tote, where are you going? Hey, come here. You want a treat? Oh, come on, man. So, yeah, those are things that I do. because I've mentioned it before that I have a hard time getting a super effective quad workout because of my flexibility and stuff like that. So I have to modify, use tips and tricks to get these things to work. Also, just putting your feet lower on the foot part. So putting it higher is going to stretch and engage more of your glutes and hamstrings. But if you put your feet as low as possible on the foot plate, it might engage your quads better. I also feel like for myself personally, if I keep my feet closer together, it engages my quads better. And when I have my feet farther apart, I do engage my quads, but it is a lot of this inner thigh area. So foot placement can also be a factor. You feel like the foam block trick will be goated? Yeah, so if they have like one big foam block, that would be really awesome. So, and you know, this also works for other machines. I use these foam blocks on my leg extension machine so that it forces my leg to be more bent. So I just put it on the foot pads and it forces my knee to bend more. I see people put them, what is it, like a hack squat machine and stuff like that, if they're like a little too short and have a hard time fitting into it. So, oh my goodness, talking a lot. Yeah. The yoga block is great. Totoro hogging the vents. Yo, what's up, Cubone? Corsair, I think I said hi to Corsair. TNT, good to see you. Let me get a tissue, as usual. Oh, I'm out of tissues. I'm not out of tissues. The allergies are hitting pretty hard lately. Related to quads, would you still recommend using a quad extension machine even though someone doesn't have a long range of motion? I mean, you can't get your knee to a 90-degree because of pain. So you mean that when you are seated on the machine, your knee is not at a 90-degree, like here. You start here, and that's it. Like, that's all you can do, just from here to here. Like, that's it? Is that what you mean? Sit on those blocks for the pec deck. You sit higher. You can't squeeze it. I mean, the thing is that I kind of assume that if you have this knee problem, it's affecting all of your quad exercises, right? So it's kind of like you just have to do what you can do. And you want to try to make sure, you know, if it's just in one knee, oh, you can straighten it, but you can't squeeze it. Gotcha. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's totally okay to still do it as long as you are not doing something different with your other leg. So if you're coming here and you can only get to like that, right? As long as you feel it, that's fine. And then put it back. But you have to make sure you're matching it with the other leg. And I would say, like, you know, really focus on getting as much out of the exercise as you possibly can. So, like, when you do come up, you don't necessarily have to squeeze it, but maybe you hold it in this top position for a second or two, and then let it down really slowly. If you can let the machine squeeze your leg this way, so you stretch your quad more, and that doesn't hurt your knee, that would be really great, because it's this part of the exercise where your muscle is stretched out is the more effective part, right? So yeah, you just have to be really careful to form. And you really have to be careful that you're staying even on both sides. It's affecting your entire leg work, just doing what you can, how you can. Exactly, yeah, so I don't think that you should give it up completely. Like if you have that in your workout and it's something that you can do, you can't do the stretch, okay, don't worry about it then. Like you literally have to just do what you can do and just focus on having as much good form as you possibly can, and just find the exercises that like you can do and that you do find effective. And if something is causing you pain, sharp stabbing pain, like that's definitely a no-go. That's way, way, way more important, just not to do stuff that is actively gonna hurt you. So if that means that, you know, if you're doing squatting exercises and you can't go to parallel, that's totally okay. You know, if you're doing the leg extension machine and you can't get a full range of motion, the range of motion that you can do is the range of motion that you have. Yeah, you're focusing on form adapting as best you can considering the weak knees. I think that's like basically all you can do. I mean, the function of the quadricep muscle is to extend at the knee. So if you're having knee problems, it's just like, yeah, it is kind of what it is. And you just have to like, you just have to work around that as best you can. Hopefully, I don't know the situation, hopefully it's getting better over time. But yeah, it kind of be like that. Better not to try to force it and then re-injure it, you know? Yeah, that's a lie. Hey, Nania. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would tell you that like leg press probably wouldn't be the worst thing for you to do if you had a really controlled range of motion. So Joey's friend that comes over, he has knee problems. He's had surgery on both of his knees, right? So we don't have him doing squats of any kind. He does use the leg extension, that's fine. But we have him doing the leg press, but we set the machine so that he can only go down a certain amount, if that makes sense. So like basically this part of the machine is adjustable, and we just make it so that he has a kind of a fixed range of motion and he can't go beyond that. And if he gets to the point where he is feeling okay with the range of motion and he thinks he can do more, then we can adjust it that way. So honestly, I might suggest that for you. Of course, do start out with like really, really low weight and a short range of motion and see how that feels for you. And you might just have to do it so that you're kind of only just like going like this to start out with, if that feels okay for you, and then maybe work it up to a more range of motion if possible. Yeah, of course, definitely lower weights. Like honestly, start all the way from the beginning. I mean, workouts are effective for hypertrophy, or exercises are effective for hypertrophy up to like 30 reps, honestly. So like you can start with a really low weight, and like if you can get up to 30 reps and like that's where it starts to feel really hard, like that's totally okay. And just like work on it over time. And if literally, if that's all you can do for the rest of your life is just like a really short range of motion, then like, look, that's all you can do. Okay, see you later, Mr. Oddity. Supposed to get better with exercises according to your doctor, but you don't trust that completely. They just don't want to investigate further. Yeah, it'd be like that. Yeah, it just like, yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Honestly, if you could work with a physical therapist instead of like a doctor, that would probably be ideal to help you. Diabolic is working with a physical therapist on his shoulder, and it's been helping him a lot. Like, getting a good physical therapist, really knowledgeable, is honestly probably the best thing you can do. You haven't started using the vest, gotcha. I think I said a couple of weeks ago that I was gonna start walking more. I totally did not one single bit. Not one little bit at all. Macro factor is working out well for me though. So far so good. The macronutrient suggestions seem to be pretty on point. You've been slacking? I mean, it's no big deal. I think we talked about it, that maybe it's time for you to go into like a maintenance phase anyways, because you've been dieting for quite a while. They recommended physical therapy, kinesthesiology, medical gym stuff, looking to find a good deal right now. Yeah, it totally makes sense. 14K a day is a lot, bro. I think I get 5K a day, usually. But yeah, working with somebody that specifically knows about exercise is definitely more ideal than just talking to like your regular physician who may or may not be into fitness themselves. Yeah, that's a lot. I think I got maybe around that much some days when I was in Japan on vacation, but not normally. How the knees? Now, it seems fine. It was so weird yesterday. It came out of nowhere. Maybe because I hadn't, maybe I wasn't, maybe I was stepping on it weird because I hadn't done it in a while. Seems okay though. This thing is okay, but like it doesn't stay, the resistance doesn't stay up. But I guess it's fine if I just want to pretend to walk in place. Yeah, I'm down about 5 or 7 pounds since I started cutting, and I still have, what's up, Greg? Oh, Grega John, welcome in. 5 or 7 pounds using macro factor. It's been fine for me, and like, it's nice not to have to think about my macros, because I have to think about all the stuff that I have to eat. I'm the primary food person in the house. They helped you find 2 small lumbar hernias, so there's that at least. Adapting even more for your workouts for that. Oof. Worked way up, starting at 2K a day and slowly brought it up week after week. That's smart. Yo, what's up? Dark, happy Almost America Day, thank you. I will probably be playing Minecraft all day. There's a real chance the next couple days you'll be lower than you were in the after for the OG Zembro transformation. I mean, isn't that the, I mean, I don't know what your specific goals are, but it seems like you're kind of like trying to get lower and lower over time. What's up, Mopar? Good to see you. I've just 225 in a year. You're getting close, right? It's lofty, but that's the goal. But you're getting, I don't know actually where you're at right now. You dropped like 3 pounds last week because it had you on fucking 1,700 calories. A dude your size, that low, is crazy. I mean, the thing is, well, 289-ish, that is a big goal. The thing is that personally, I don't think that the calories themselves are the problems. The thing is that you, as a person your size, your protein has to be very high, so lower calories and higher proteins is more difficult. Whereas me, I'm at the same calories, but I don't have to get nearly as much protein, so it's less difficult. I know it tried to put you down more. I'm glad that you were like, I don't know why it keeps doing that. Maybe just because it is such an aggressive like weight loss goal. I tried to be relatively conservative. Yeah. You think I'm looking leaner? I mean, I am down a little bit. I think my face, I am wearing makeup today. I do think my face looks leaner, which I don't really like, if I'm honest. I like it when my face is like kind of fuller and more cute. But I think that my arms look leaner. I hope that they stay over 14 inches though. I'm gonna be real. I hope they stay over 14 inches. I actually did change out my, hold up. Let me get on YouTube. How do I get there? How do I go watch the actual stream? You in the live control room. Ooh, can I do that? Where's the chat? Is that remove the message? Okay, and I would like to put the user in timeout. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's see if I can just, I don't want that really to be going at the same time. Okay, cool. Easy enough. I wish I could do it. I don't think I can do it in here. Yeah, I can't do it in OBS. Yeah, I'd be really psyched if like my arms stayed around 14 inches even though I lose weight. They're like close to 14 right now. The pants or the progress, but the legs seem to be looking leaner too. You think so? It's hard to, usually I try not to wear dark colored leggings for stream. I will also say these are really tight. They're really like, they're really sucking me in right now. What's up, Acro? I can't see chat. Breakfast is oatmeal and a protein shake. Lunch, usually a lean meat and a small carb source, like a single wrapper sandwich, thin type of thing. Dinner is the remaining protein, fat, mostly red meat. Snacks in between like yogurt, protein bars and stuff. I like it when people put an H in yogurt. We don't really spell it like that in the US, but I like the way that looks. Yeah. It's also like, because we have such a fucked up diet culture in the US, it's very easy to get more macro-friendly foods that I don't think are as widely available in other countries. So, like, I can get fat-free cheese, fat-free other dairy products really easily, and it makes being low calorie much less shitty. So like I can make something and have a nice little sprinkle of cheese, fat-free cheese for the flavor, and the fat-free dairy products have a lot of protein for the calories. So like a sprinkle of fat-free cheddar is like 45 calories and like, I don't remember how many protein. Like, I want to say like 9 grams of protein or something. I got some fat-free string cheese. That's like 70 calories and it's like 9 protein, I think. When was the last time I had cheese? Yeah, oh my god, the fat-free mozzarella cheese by Kraft is 45 calories for 28 grams and 9 grams of protein. Like, that's so good. This is why I like constantly I'm overeating on my protein. You had some Pringles today. Honestly, I think you're doing really good, Sweet Lou, because like this shit's a struggle. Walnut Arms was a hack when you found out about it. Yeah, cravings now are really hitting hard. Sorry to hear that. You know, if you like pickles, sometimes I feel like pickles are a nice little substitute if you want like a salty treat. It's not really a treat because pickles are like no calories, but sometimes when I'm having like a salty thing craving, I'll try to eat some pickles instead. Yeah, you can't get that in stores and you need it for health reasons. Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard if you live in a place that it's hard to get that kind of stuff. And like, I honestly, like, I went into a grocery store in Japan and they did not have that many cuts of lean meat. I just went in and look around. They do have a lot of like seafood options, but when it comes to like beef and pork, it's mostly fattier cuts of meat that are available because that's what they generally like to eat over there. They just tend to eat it in smaller portions, I would say. But if you like pork, if you eat pork tenderloin is a hack. Pork tenderloin is super low calorie, but it has that pork flavor and it doesn't get as like tough and dry as like regular pork loin. So if you can get, I usually buy it at Costco. I'll just buy a couple packs of like the pork tenderloin and I cut it in medallions and just kind of like fry it in the pan a little bit. It's pretty good. Eat it with ramen or whatever. Or, you know, or not on ramen. I just tend to eat a lot of ramen. You've been craving for sweets recently too, like the thought of squirting syrup right in your mouth. Bro, I think you need to stop talking about it. Maybe we should stop talking about food. I feel like it's fucking you up. I think we should just not do that. Mr. Toad, are you back? You don't get another treat yet, though. Yeah. I don't know. I do feel like I'm feeling more like my old self. You know, I said for the past few months that I wasn't feeling so comfortable with the way that I looked and the way that I felt, the way that my like clothes were fitting me. I'm starting to feel more like my old self, which is good. Yeah, I just don't like my face to look all sucked up, but I can always get fillers. I already have gotten a little bit of filler. I could get more filler if I really don't like it. If I end up staying at a lower body fat percentage. It's so hard for me. I don't want to like, this is like a very first world problem, of course, but I struggle to decide what I want to do. Like, I would like to stay leaner for a longer time, you know, just in general, but I just like food a lot. And the problem with the last time, I was not planning to like bulk super hard or anything, but I was taking SARMs and it made me so hungry. I had a really, really, really hard time controlling myself. Don't recommend, you know, taking performance enhancing drugs, but you do you. I'm gonna do me. And it was really great for gains. That was the strongest I felt in quite a while. But yeah, just, ooh, it's hard to control the eating. And my energy levels are relatively okay because I am slowly ramping up my stimulants. So when I first started, I was just doing my normal thing, have coffee in the morning, and then have like a diet soda with caffeine later in the day. Now, and then for about a month, I took 1 pill of yohimbine. Zaref, thanks for the follow. For 1 month of cutting, I took 1 yohimbine pill with that. And now I'm into my 2nd month, I'm taking 2 yohimbine. And I would say like 1 more diet soda a day. So I wake up in the morning to account for eating less calories because I don't want to feel more hungry throughout the day. I've pushed back my meals. So I wake up and I have a caffeine diet soda first thing in the morning so that I don't get headaches. And then I try not to eat or consume calories beyond that until around like 10 or 10:30 if I can make it. That's when I have my protein coffee, which is instant coffee, Fairlife, fat-free Fairlife, collagen supplement, and creatine, and a scoop of protein powder. The collagen supplement has about 20 grams of protein. It's like 80 calories. So the whole thing is, I think, like 250 calories and like 50 grams of protein or something like that. I don't know, something ridiculous, but it really helps. And that keeps me full until about 1 or 2 or 3 o'clock, just depending on how busy I am at work. And then when I eat my first real meal, it's usually something low calorie, but very filling. I like to make like a soup or a salad, or maybe a wrap. If I'm not feeling hungry, honestly, I will have like a frozen dinner. I get these really good Indian-inspired frozen dinners from Lidl that are like 400 calories and like 25 grams of protein. And sometimes they're like a really nice treat for me. Like I would consider that a treat because it's fast and it tastes good and they have like chicken in them. So that's always nice. If I don't feel like I need to have a lot of food in my stomach, but otherwise I'll do like I said, like a soup or a salad, or if I'm really low on calories, I might just have like lean protein. I try to have lean protein in that meal. And then I save the majority of my calories for later in the day, usually like 800 to 1,000 calories for dinner. And that has been working out well for me. I'm on about 1,700 calories, about 150 grams of protein, about 60 grams of fat, and the carbs is whatever else. I usually eat more protein than I need just because it's convenient, I guess. Just happens to be the thing that happens because Joey and I are both eating together, and I usually cook us the same meal. So if it has more protein, I don't really worry about it. I feel more satiated that way. And I also feel like it supports my like workouts better. I don't feel as sore and as fucked up if I'm eating like much higher protein. Like the carbs give you energy, but I'm a very sedentary person anyways. So I just like sit at my desk all day working or playing Minecraft. And I only really move around when I'm working out or cooking. So far, it's been fine. I do probably need to start adding in more activity. I don't want to say cardio because I don't like cardio, but you know, making myself walk more, or maybe try to do more chores or something like that, just to like move my body more would be good at some point. But right now I don't really need to. Also, I am doing the the Ape Transformation Challenge, but it's not like, it's not super serious. It's kind of like you do your best and show us the results. So, you know, this fat loss phase is for me, and I'm not trying to like get show ready or something like that. That's not my goal. My goal is to feel more like myself, like the way I look. You kind of like watching 10K challenges, 10K calorie challenges, like you enjoy the pain from a comfortable distance. I honestly love watching food content, but I had to stop. And usually when I am in a weight loss phase, I stop watching. Oh no, Owen, it's good to see you. I'm sorry your day is not going so well. Yeah, when I am in a fat loss phase, when I'm low calorie or when I'm restricting my calories, I try to stay away from food content, even though that's something I really enjoy. So I usually watch a lot of like cooking stuff on YouTube, cooking, mukbangs, food tours for like Japan, Korea, stuff like that. And I just have to like stop doing that because it's like psychological warfare against myself. So I've been watching a lot of Minecraft videos because that's what I'm into, besides food. I'm thinking about doing Minecraft streams. I don't know. I'm thinking about it, but I think I have this problem where I feel like everything does not need to be content, but I think I have a problem where I feel like everything needs to be content. Or if I'm doing something, I'm just like, I should make content doing this thing, but like I really don't have to. It can just be for myself. You know, if I'm gaming, I don't necessarily have to do it on stream. I can just chill and game by myself. I have a normal desk. I do not have a standing desk. I thought about getting one, but I thought really hard about it. I thought about getting a standing desk, and I had one in my cart, but then I took a hard look at myself, and I was like, I don't think that I will actually use this. I don't think that it's worth it for me to spend X amount of money on this fancy standing desk because I don't think that I will use it like I should. So I just have a normal desk. You managed to create a banner in Minecraft that's like the Greenlandic national flag. You ended up making a ton, just placing them everywhere. Once you get home, you will get a standing desk. They're good. You often try to grab one at the office, at work, whenever you can. But for you, your back really likes it. Yeah, it's for me. It doesn't. Standing up, honestly, just hurts my knees and my ankles. Yeah. I worked in a grocery store for like 10 years or more, and it was hell on my joints. And now I just want to sit. So if I am going to add more activity in, I don't want to end up doing it at work. And for me and my job, I do a lot of typing. I don't think that I could type and stand, but I wouldn't be able to type and walk. You know, if I got the standing desk and I had like the treadmill underneath, I can't type and walk. I don't think I can concentrate and walk. I actually have a really hard time. There's a treadmill back here behind the camera. I can't hardly even watch like YouTube videos and on my phone and do it. You had that realization yourself regarding standing desks. You'd use it maybe 1 or 2 times a month at best for short periods. Did 5 years retail in total. Dress shoes and those goddamn hard marble floors do not mix. Yeah. At least I wore comfortable shoes, but it really wasn't a good time. So I took a hard look at myself, and I knew that I just wouldn't use it. You know, the only time I would use it would be specifically when I am in a fat loss phase, but that's, you know, I'm maybe do that like once a year, once every 2 years or something. You were doing jiu-jitsu at the time too. You swore 90% of your injuries were from that floor and not from jiu-jitsu. I mean, I would believe it. Usually people don't get injured from martial arts practice because it's practice. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, my knees and my ankles were no bueno. You watch K-dramas for your exercise bikes. Makes you focus on subtitles instead of the bike. You just put it in front of the desk and start. Yeah, I mean, exercise bike is too close to real cardio for me. I don't have one either way, so. If it gets to the point where I really need to add more activity, I prefer to just eat less calories because I'm a very busy person and I like to have time to do things. I mean, real talk, I say I'm a really busy person and I am busy, but like a lot of the, like I want to spend time doing things that I enjoy, like gaming with my friends and watching my shows and stuff like that. But I would rather just go for a walk. I would rather just take 30 minutes or an hour, me and Joey go walk around the neighborhood, listen to music or chat or whatever. Yeah, so if I have to eventually add more activity in, I'm just gonna do it that way. I know retail, you're never allowed to sit down. Although it's in some places it is different, like at Aldi. I don't know if you have Aldi, but it's like a kind of like a discount grocery store. The cashiers are allowed to sit. The cashiers sit and they put all of your items back in the cart and you have to bag it yourself. And I love that for them. Yeah, you have Aldi and Lidl. I like Lidl better. I think Lidl has better stuff, but Aldi is also okay. But yeah, at Aldi here in the US, they get to sit down. The cashiers get to sit down. Obviously, if you're stocking, you can't sit and stock at the same time, but the cashiers get to sit down, which is good for them, honestly. And I love grocery stores that make you bag your own stuff. The only problem with Lidl is they have those egg tarts, and I smell it every time I go into the store. Oh my god, I love egg tarts. Yo, what's up, Ghostface Chilla? I love egg tarts so much. But yeah, usually I go there. I really like their chicken section. I think their chicken products are specifically good. The beef, not so much. Well, here's what I'll say. The beef is like low quality. So I got some New York strips from there that is not even like choice grade meat. And it's not great, but it's way less calories because it doesn't have as much intramuscular fat, which was great. So like a 10-ounce steak was like 420 calories, which is crazy. Prefer bagging your own stuff because employees bag like 1 or 2 things and then they double bag and you end up with like 20 more bags than you need. I agree. I also like bagging my own stuff. Someone say all these nuts. Yeah. Here you bag your stuff everywhere, and I don't know where you live, but it's not so common in the USA to have to bag your own things. Like if you do a self-checkout, yeah, of course you had to bag your own stuff, but most grocery stores bag it for you. I prefer to bag my own stuff. You only have chicken and turkey breasts from there anyways, but it's the best price and quality ratio in your country, at least in your opinion. Yeah, I think their chicken thigh is really good. And it's nice that they have like small packages and big packages so you can like pick and choose. They also, my Lidl also has packages of chicken tenderloins, which is not really common. Chicken tenderloins, it's like on the back of the chicken breast, and some places they don't separate it. Some places they kind of like let them stay together, but I like that I can buy them separately at Lidl. Yeah, so because they're just like that small strip, they're honestly like really easy to cook, really fast and easy to cook. So like when I'm even lower calories, I prefer to get the tenders, even though it's like a little more expensive, because it's just so dang convenient. You like bagging these hoes? There is a rhyme and reason to bagging. It's a lost art. I would say, look, I'm an excellent bagger, but it's, yeah, I think I think the problem is that, like, a lot of people that work in grocery stores are worried about the bags breaking. So the worker at the grocery store is worried that if they bag too much stuff, it's gonna break, and then the customer is gonna get mad at them. So that's probably why they bag them really light, and they've double bagged them and stuff like that. So I totally understand it, and that's why I like to bag my own stuff no matter where I go. So I don't have to worry about that, because I don't like getting a lot of these little plastic bags. And I usually take my own grocery bags to most stores. The only one I don't do it is at Walmart. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, I'm sure that they do it because customers will give them a hard time if it's too heavy and the bag breaks and then their shit is on the floor. But really, that's like the customer's fault. Should be better about picking up your shit. But, you know, the customer's always right, apparently. But whatever. So... even when they double bag it, bro. Even when they double bag it. Especially if it's like a box. Or it has something like pointy or sharp. One thing in the bag, that's it. You're good at bagging when you go to Giant. I'm telling you, I'm also really good at packing luggage. I'm really good at packing luggage, if you didn't know. Yeah. Throw everything into 2 bags. Just one trip. I can't. I wish I could. I just spit everywhere. I don't think you guys could see that. I only go shopping once a week. So I come home with like a lot of groceries at one time. I would say usually like 4 or 5 like not grocery store plastic bags, like my own bags. Even Costco doesn't box your stuff? Really? I feel like if you ask them for a box, they will, but they don't assume that you want a box. Because I don't like the boxes, personally. I'd rather just throw it in my trunk, because I don't need more boxes. Are you a must get it all in the house in one trip? No, I am not. That is not me. I gotta sneeze. I'm not that guy. I respect it, but it's not me. I usually try... So I have a chest freezer in my garage. I usually try to throw everything that goes in that first, and then take the other stuff. The full quote is, the customer is always right in matters of taste, but you know, that's not how they roll. They ask if you want a box, and then they go get a box, and they don't even put the stuff in it. They just place it on top. Wow. That's... I don't even... Why'd they even bother asking at that point? Maybe because I live in a smaller town. I don't know if I do, actually. I don't know what your Costco's like. Maybe because I probably live in a smaller town than you. Smaller city, I guess. I have not been able to do a lot of back exercises lately. I'm having some issues with something. It feels like it's running like from the back of my arm down here. It feels almost like it's in my armpit. But when I do pulling, like vertical pull and sometimes horizontal pull, and I like flare my lats, I'm getting like some pain in here. So I haven't been doing deadlift or deadlift variations because I'm worried about straining too hard. And I haven't been doing like vertical or horizontal pull either. You know this feel exactly. You just go to the car, you place the box on the seat, and you put the stuff in the boxes in the car. I literally just put everything right into my trunk. Yeah, I don't know what I did. Maybe it was from deadlifting. Or maybe I was hanging on the bar, stretching, and I took it too far. But yeah, I've been having some issues with that lately. And obviously, recovery is not so good because I'm not on SARMs anymore, and also in a calorie deficit. But I hope that it's recovering. Fingers crossed. Because I don't really want to neglect my back during my back workouts. But I feel like I have to. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to injure myself. But bench has been really good. I can still do relatively heavy bench. Bench has been good, of course. I don't know why I've been hitting the hams kind of hard, and I think it's the leg curl machine. Quads are a little iffy. It's a little hard sometimes to get my squats in because we're working out with other people. Like if they have a bench day, I usually let them bench. That's the price you get SARMs just from Amazon. It's probably sold by a third-party company though, right? That's a little sus. I mean, SARMs in general is sus, like full disclosure, super sus. It's not an FDA approved anything. Not that that says the most. But yeah, bro, looking brotacular. Thank you, bro. I'm feeling pretty. I did this thing the other day. I don't know if I can do it on stream. I don't think you can tell. I can kind of, sometimes I can make my pec muscle like bloop. Yeah, definitely. You can, maybe different rules in your marketplace. Well, I'm just saying, like, if the third-party seller is like super suspect, I wouldn't buy it from Amazon. As somebody that does literally this Amazon shopping bullshit, like for my job, you have to be really careful with the third-party sellers on Amazon. You can't just buy it and hope. And especially for something like that, it's probably not returnable if it's like something really fucked up. Can't get them here, it seems, after a quick search. Working out with other people, you now have clients. No, I do not have clients. Working out with friends. Steroids aren't legal, so realistically, aren't illegally, you know what you would do. Yeah, I mean, if you can just get testosterone, why would you take SARMs? If there's no reason why you can't just use test, like, just do that. There's no point in doing anything else. Just do that. I have BB Pro, Sweet Lutu. Yeah, I can't. I think the light is too bright. I can't do it. I did it before. I took a video. Not dropping weight, just changing it pure muscle. You go from 290 to 290 at 3% body fat. That'd be crazy, bro. I can't even imagine it. Negative 0.3%. Jeez. Sometimes I think about like doing more than just SARMs, but Lewis Coleman. But yeah, I think it's just like I care too much about my youthful and feminine appearance to do hard drugs. Sweet IFBB Ludist. I think it's so funny how everybody that's an IFBB Pro has to have that in like their Instagram handle. Diet BB bro. Nancy is committed to growing that Ostahong. I love that for her. Good luck. Couldn't be me. I don't respond well. I think. You don't know what's worse? The NASM or the IFBB? Well, I think I see IFBB more, but that's probably just because of my social media consumption, but they are pretty similar. IFBB in the pro in the profile is a marketing thing. Yeah, for me, for sure. It's just funny because a lot of people will do like, will just get their pro card and won't necessarily like keep competing, but then they still keep it in their profile. NASM just takes money. I mean, it's really not that different than bodybuilding though, because they just like, the amount of money you have to pay just to compete is like crazy. And you have to have, and it's like a yearly thing on top of that. It's been like 15 years trying to get a pro card and never do a pro show. You're gonna put IFBB, NASM, DDS, MD, DO in your profile. Are you guys also working with Scorned for his bodybuilding show? And Eddie, are you also working with Eddie too? Everybody trying to be a bodybuilder. IFBB should put 36th month limit on the pro status. I agree. I do think that like there should be like some kind of limit. I don't know specifically how many months makes the most sense. You are not working with Eddie? Just Scorn and Nancy? Gotcha. Maybe Eddie's working with Beowulf. Cool. That's exciting. Eddie asked you and you spoke about shows and dates but never went further. Gotcha. Are you doing his programming? Sweet Lou, Scorned. Are you doing Scorned programming? Or is Acro and Diet just helping with the diet and whatnot? And he needs to work on his PT. I don't want to talk smack. Good luck getting last, Jesus. Acro denied your request and told you were fake natty. Do you care about, are you thinking about doing a bodybuilding competition? Sega bro? Fucking Sega IFBB son? He asked about Iron City Classic, which is a new smaller show in Texas similar to Alpha Elite stuff. Doesn't count to anything. It was for fun, but you looked at it and it was all mass monsters. Holy. Yeah, I mean, Eddie is not anywhere close to being a mass monster, bro. You're just trolling. I bet you could do pretty well though, if you just like tweak your programming a little bit to be more bodybuilding focused. I mean, honestly, Kira did really good. And he was like, just like full on powerlifting for so long. But it was the conditioning, I think. I didn't see who he was up against, but he's just like did not look conditioned enough. He had a really great physique. But yeah, I think you could do just as good. Yeah, just for fun for bro bodybuilders. Sega's gonna be the dude with the great physique. Doesn't post on social media and compete. It's like, yeah, I could have went pro. Yeah, definitely. What's up, Tech? It's good to see you. You're not serious, but you don't know. Didn't think Eddie was ready even for that. It's not serious. Oh yeah. I mean, if it's just for funsies, it's just for funsies. But I don't really know what he's doing with his like fitness and stuff. We could get him shredded. I mean, you could definitely get Sega unshredded. I don't think he's that unshredded, if I'm honest. You don't know if he knows his coach personally or not, but that guy is not it. What do you make that face for, Sega-san? Tech stops by quite often. Hope you're doing well. Look at your makeup looks pretty, thank you. Feeling pretty cute. His back is not playing. I think he needs to just get healthy and moving right. Yeah. You don't do anything, you're just a hype man. Is Daya and Lou are the power duo? I think that you guys are a good trio because Daya is like really smart when it comes to like the macros and the posing and the peeking. I mean, and so are you. But Daya does not have the best bedside manner. Real talk. Daya does not have the best bedside manner. So I think it's good to also have somebody that like is there to like keep everyone else in check, you know what I'm saying? In the nicest possible way. Acro's quality control and def crosses the T's and dots. And dots the I's across the board. The other Acro is like the manager. Ain't no time for bedside manner. I think there actually is time. Like, you think you literally have months? I think, you know, some people just vibe better with certain coaching styles more. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, some people, they need you to like yell at them to do stuff, and some people, they need you to be a little more chill about it. For me personally, I need like, I'm very, I'm trying to think of the word. What's the word? I'm very compliant. You like the cute bra? You wore something similar? I literally think I got this at Walmart. I don't even know. This is like one of my favorite bras. I think I literally got it at Walmart or TJ Maxx. But yeah, I'm very compliant when I want to be. But if you like yell at me, or if you try to like reverse psychology me, I'm just gonna want to do the opposite. You actually think Scorn is going to surprise us with a transformation? You might fly down for the show. That is good inspiring people, especially when we're behind. But do you think if the person doesn't respond to that, you'll handle it? You'll handle it, gentle parenting or something? Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. It's like people need different things. So it's good that you have like a variety of coaching styles on the team, I think, personally. You and Dyer are the yin and the yang, and Acro is the manager. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think you all complement each other like really well, which I think is good. I think it's not good to just have one single person and that's the only opinion you get. Like, it's not really great to have a lot of competing opinions, but having multiple people that can bounce ideas off of each other and not just have one person that's really stuck in their ways, I think is really good. You coach like you coach gymnastics. If you do what I say, it will work. And that's totally fair. That's totally fair, bro. I think that I've realized that I'm not a good coach. I'm not good at training people, so I think it's good that I just let my personal training cert lapse and didn't try to do anything with it. What's up, Hero? It's just like not for me. I'm just like not good at it. I don't think it's even like that big of a deal. And I don't think that I don't think lifestyles often different than prep. Yeah, I don't think that like it's bad. I don't think that like what you do is bad. I think it's just like a style, and it has obviously worked for some people, but it won't necessarily work for everybody. Yeah, and you know, it might be the case where it's like you send in acro first, or you send in sweet Lou first, and you like, you know, if they're having a hard time getting somebody compliant, that's when you send Daddy Daya in to set them straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys all complement each other. And yeah, of course you have to tailor it to the individual. Same vein, sometimes it takes 3 people to get 1 man to stop fucking running. You know, I was thinking when, I know this wasn't like a private-ish conversation, but when Eddie came up, I was thinking to myself, who's gonna tell Eddie that he has to stop climbing if he's going into a bodybuilding prep? I think some people definitely need a harder push sometimes, and it's good to have someone that can be that push. Yeah, I agree. Not everybody is as compliant, and like, not that anybody's coaching me, no. Nuance will also change after you finish the J3U course. I'm interested to hear what you think about it. I get the emails. I did sign up for the emails, but I never really read them because it's not really applicable to me. But I'm interested to know how that goes for you. If you feel like your investment is worth it. Yo, what's up, lazy engineer? Insert flex. My shoulders are really sore. You paid for today, you haven't started. You're just gonna do like an hour or so each night. So stop climbing. He needs to get super serious about his back issues because that's a giant no-go for you if you wanted to prep. Yeah, I mean, if his back is not doing the thing, going into a calorie deficit is gonna make it even worse. Like 100p. Like, your recovery and shit is just, this is gonna be 2% more terrible. More than that, yeah. In depletion, yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying. Exactly, yeah, I think we're all in agreement. I mean, as a person of his length, is also, I think maybe it's gonna take him a few more years to get to a more competitive size. You're financially invested into this now, so you're gonna hyperfixate on it. It'd be like that. Sometimes I wish I could hyperfixate like that, but I feel like I am neurodivergent. I'm not neurodivergent in that way. The main thing for you is that, yeah, I mean, that also, I think it's both. I think that if, obviously nobody asked me, he needs a lot more growing before he's ready, and he can't grow with the back issues. Yeah, I think the back issue is just like, it's a really, really, really big factor. It's really cool that he's like interested in doing those kind of things. You're asking me? Diet needs to be Nancy's chemist? Why don't you just ask Joey? The real chemist. But yeah, no, I mean, I think it's a combination of those things that I think sometimes we get really excited when we see our friends competing and being successful. No, I mean, if you have questions about what you should be taking, maybe you ask Joey. He can't get it for you though. women prep is a lot different. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Of course it's going to be a lot different. Joey would definitely lose his license if he was trying to get you the stuff. But yeah, I think it's hard for a lot of people to be realistic. Maybe I'm too realistic personally, but you know, we're excited and we're happy and like we want to participate. We see our friends doing shows, we see our friends in prep, losing weight, getting really shredded, getting really massive, getting really strong. And like you want to be a part of it and you want to do it too, but like you have to be realistic with like your expectations and yourself and your body. Like for me, I know even if I wanted to do a bodybuilding show, I cannot in good conscience compete in a natural federation, but I do not have the muscle mass to compete in a federation that is untested. I just simply don't. And I am not going to take like more than I'm already doing now because I know that it's gonna badly affect my mental health. But yeah, I simply don't have the size and shape to be competitive, and I don't want to waste a bunch of time and money. I also know that getting that lean is going to be really mentally fatiguing for me when I don't have to do that. Cole's success inspired a lot of people, which is awesome, but he earned that success and was in a great position for it. It was really good coming together for multiple things. Not everyone has that, yeah. Yeah, actually doing the thing is totally different than wanting to do the thing. Look, there's a lot of people interested because of the cool running site, but like they're more into the idea of it than they're actually into it, right? And I would say that like, and this is no tea, no shade, I was in a lot of Joe's streams up to his bodybuilding show, and he was like really struggling mentally and physically, and I think maybe like people are not seeing how hard it was for him, and maybe realizing how hard it would be for them as well. I don't know. You're gonna find out how hard it is, yeah. But I mean, it's really awesome, Fit Foodoo Cutie, and I think you have mentioned this before that like right now you're in a really good position to do that. Also, what's up, Laser Lord? You're in a super good position to like do a bodybuilding show because you're no longer a traveling nurse, you're working from home, you have a really good support system with like Acro as your partner at home, but also Diet and Sweet Lou coaching you as well, who also now have experience helping somebody else. Whereas like if you tried to do something like this before, it would have been completely different. And besides that, you're already in like really good health and have like a really good muscular base. You know, you've seen yourself really lean, and for the what's that called? For wellness, you already have like a really good shape for it. Whereas like some people are not realistic about like how their shape compares to like competitive people, maybe. The dark side of prep. Hey, Georgie. People saw the darker side of prep because Joe was amazing at playing it down. Others did not see it and get it unfiltered. I mean, all I saw was on stream and in his Discord, and I felt like he was pretty open about how much he was struggling. And if there is an even like more darker side to that, like whew, that's a lot. And I think a lot of people are not aware of like how hard it is going to be. Stage competition is not for everyone. It's too peacocky for. I'm not even gonna address that. That's fine. Yeah, it's actually a good idea. Is one to maybe have a guest on for. Yeah, I mean, I know you already did. I still haven't watched the video you did with Cool Runnings. I need to do that. I've been really into Minecraft lately. I've been trying to disassociate from this dieting situation because it is really rough. Look at Matt Q, thank you. I should have worn different leggings because these are like a really dark color. The top has animal print. It's a little more full coverage. I do like these pants. I should have worn lighter colored pants though, because you can't really see. They're really sucking me up. What the blah, blah, blah. You think the podcast you did was pretty illuminating? Are you asking me about my deficit? Or are you talking about somebody else? It's not very comfy around my tummy, I'll be honest. I don't think you can see it, but it's like digging in pretty hard. You like the animal? So I am literally just doing what Macro Factor is telling me. I'm letting Macro Factor take the wheel and seeing how things end up. It dropped me faster than I would have dropped myself, but it's not unmanageable. So far so good. It took me up 50 calories this week but so far this is my scale weight for about a month. This like strictly scale weight. I wouldn't have as hard a time as Sweet Lou, to be honest, because my I can adjust my protein settings to make it less bad. I have it set to high protein and I usually overeat on protein, but I could set it lower. I could eat less protein. And this is the weight trend. So I am losing. I guess I'm about 5 pounds down. Yeah. So there were times in your second prep it didn't drop you enough, and you know this now for the future, how to adjust macro factors changes for what you see. Yeah. Since for me, there's no pressure. I don't have a show coming up. You know, I am doing the Ape Transformation Challenge, but like, I don't need to be down to a certain weight. So I just want to see what it does and like how well it worked. I gave it, it's hard to judge if my goal is aggressive or not. Basically, it's to lose about 15 pounds by September. It's maybe a little bit aggressive, but if I don't reach it, I'm not going to feel some type of way. Hey, Twee. And you let Macro Factor do it for your second time based on the goal weight and a date. You saying better prep